Hey everybody, welcome to NoDQ&A video. It has been a crazy few days. I just got back from Phoenix and I'm heading out of town again today for the WWE SmackDown taping in San Diego. If you're watching this on Tuesday, check out NoDQ.com tonight. I'll have coverage of SmackDown. I'll have spoilers and my thoughts from a live perspective. Yeah, we have the Royal Rumble that just ended. We were coming off Raw. Brock Lesnar's back again. The road to WrestleMania is kicked into high gear. It's underway. So let's get right down to your questions. By the way, what I'm going to do is for today's No DQ&A video, I'm going to be talking about mostly the Royal Rumble related questions, and then tomorrow I will talk about what happened on Raw. All right, this first one comes from WPred345. So CM Punk jobs to The Rock at the Rumble, and Rock jobs to Cena at WrestleMania for the championship. WWE doesn't see this as too predictable. You know, I mentioned in my recap of the Royal Rumble, yes, it was predictable, Rock winning and Cena winning, but you have to understand that WWE is marketing themselves to a mainstream audience. They're not catering to the internet fans, and the internet fans, let's face it, represent a very small percentage of the WWE audience. And the fact of the matter is, you know, you have people that go online, they read spoilers, you know, they want to get all the inside information, and then they get upset when it's too predictable. So, I mean, my advice to the people that say it's too predictable is just stay away from the internet. Don't go on sites besides WWE.com. I mean, that's really all I can tell you. If you're seeking out spoilers and insider information, I mean, you don't have all that much room to complain about it being predictable. But I have to say, you know, as somebody who runs a WWE website, a wrestling website, you know, I was surprised at the Royal Rumble. You know, Chris Jericho's surprise caught me completely off guard. WWE did a great job with it. So WWE did deliver some things that people were not expecting. All right, this one comes from Kevin Rosado 75. Hi Aaron, a lot of people are saying the Rock Punk match was great. Am I wrong for thinking the match was slow and sloppy? And why do you think WWE avoided a chance to build towards the WrestleMania main event with a Rock Cena stare down to end the pay-per-view? You know, you're not the only person. A few other people sent me in questions, you know, saying that they thought the match was disappointing and that The Rock looked blown up a couple minutes in. You have to keep in mind The Rock is older than he was when he was at his peak. You know, 10 years has passed since The Rock was at the top of his game, and, you know, he's not a full-time wrestler, and I think all things considered, he did a great job. He's not going to be quite as good as he was before. It's just not going to happen with age. And, you know, he's put on a lot of muscle mass, and that's going to slow him down a bit. With that being said, I thought it was a very good match. I thought it was very well booked. You know, I knew the end result was likely going to be Rock winning, but WWE did a good job with that whole Shield storyline, turning out the lights, and then Vince coming out. That, in my opinion, added a lot of intrigue to the match, and the crowd heat was unbelievable for it. It was definitely close to split 50-50. Punk had his fans, Rock had his fans, and you know, it worked. I thought that it played out very well, and I know a lot of people disagree with me. I mean, I was surprised when I got online and saw the negative feedback for the Rumble. I was surprised. Now, maybe it's because I was there live, and it's a different feel when you're there live, but I still stick to my my initial opinion that it was a great pay-per-view, and you know, I'm going to watch it again on video. I'm sure I'll have a different opinion of it, but as far as being there live, I thought it was you know, one of the best WWE events I've been to, no doubt about it. All right, this one comes from Anthony TD35138. Do you think Kane and Daniel's alliance needs to come to an end? Their antics have become stale, and I don't know how much time until it becomes a chore to watch them act like kids. You know, I was thinking that for a while. I was thinking that maybe this thing has played itself out and it's time to split up the team. And you know, I believed that the Rhodes Scholars were going to win the titles at the Royal Rumble. I was surprised that Kane and Daniel Bryan retained. But then again, you know, I wasn't so surprised because, I mean, the crowd reaction at the Rumble for those two guys, the crowd was so much into them. You know, they're doing the yes and no, and the crowd loves the whole Kane and Daniel Bryan odd couple storyline, and like I mentioned earlier, WWE is they're marketing themselves to a mainstream audience, so they're gonna go with what the majority of people like, and the fans in the arenas, they really like the Kane and Daniel Bryan segments. So WWE's gonna milk it into the ground and keep doing it until it's not working anymore. So I could see them continuing on through WrestleMania at this point. After that, maybe we'll see them finally split off. But it does seem like WWE's gonna try to milk this as much as they can. This one comes from Batman6934. Is Goldust back to a full-time deal? If so, will the Cody Rhodes versus Goldust WrestleMania match happen? I mean, at the Rumble, it showed that those two could have a potential feud. I was really surprised with the reaction that Goldust got. I mean, he got one of the biggest pops of the night, and I don't ever remember Goldust being all that over. During his peak run, he would get somewhat of a reaction, but during his matches, people wouldn't be making a whole lot of noise. So it really did surprise me to see the fans really embrace him and cheer for him. There were loud Goldust chants when he got eliminated. The crowd was booing like crazy. So it really goes to show that character made an impact with people, even though it didn't really seem like it when he would come out. People wouldn't really be making a huge amount of noise for him during his run, 10, 15 years ago. But the crowd was really into him, and they popped huge for the back and forth between Goldust and Cody Rhodes. I mean, the crowd was really into that. Will it happen in WrestleMania? I don't know. WWE's got so many matches set for WrestleMania, and they probably already have a full card set. I just don't know how they would be able to fit in Cody Rhodes versus Goldust. So I think the chances of it happening are unlikely. But you never know. They could decide to throw it in as a special attraction match, and I say why not? I say go for it. I mean, with the way Goldust, with the reception he got at the Rumble, I think that maybe WWE will consider it, for WrestleMania. It would be something cool to do at WrestleMania. So I'm all for it, but I don't know if it's going to happen or not, depending on if they can find time for the match. I think that's the big problem. WWE already has their card set. I don't know if they'll be able to fit something like that in, but we'll see. Alright, that'll wrap it up for No DQ&A video. You can check out my pictures from the Royal Rumble at facebook.com/NoDQ&AV. Also, I posted pictures from the post-Rumble get-together at Tilted Kilt in Phoenix. You can check that out at facebook.com/AaronRift. And I want to say thank you to everyone that showed up at Tilted Kilt. We had a huge turnout, and it was really cool getting to meet everybody. Everybody was really nice, and just a lot of fun. Great night. So thank you guys for showing up, and stay tuned to NoDQ.com. I'll be back tomorrow with more questions regarding Raw and where WWE is heading going into WrestleMania. So stay tuned for that.